Good morning, good evening, and maybe good afternoon or maybe good night. I don't know where's your time, but I know one thing. Gabriel's time right now in the morning. Therefore, we can start. So this is a live podcast, Kazi Chaos, exclusively on the international streaming platform a-a.uk, and we can start. Okay, there is something curious about the way games quietly entered our lives and never really left. At first, they were simple pixels, blocks, beeps, a score at the top of the screen, something to pass time, something not serious. And now, where is now? Games are worlds. Yeah, stories that take hundreds of hours, places where people live second lives, build independence from friendships, fail, restart, win, and lose, and feel all of it deeply. Sometimes I think games didn't become complex because technology evolved. I think technology evolved because we needed more complex games, because games are not just about fun. They are about control in a world where we often have none, about rules that make sense, about effort that leads somewhere visible, about progress you can actually see. Tonight on Kazi Chaos, we are not talking about games as products of entertainment. We are talking about games as a mirror of modern life. Why we escape into them, why we learn from them, why they help us, and why sometimes they quietly hurt us. And with me today is Gabriel Bose, someone who understands games not just as software, but as experiences, systems, and emotional spaces. Gabriel, maybe you want to start something, say.
Muchas gracias, muito obrigado. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you, thank you. Yeah, I
Let's
love
start
games.
from the first topic. What is game really? When you strip everything away, a game is a promise. A promise that effort matters. You press a button, something happens, you try again, you get better. You fail, but the world doesn't collapse every time. So, in real life, effort doesn't always lead to reward, but in games, it usually does. And I think that's why games feel comforting. They offer a simplified version of reality, one where the rules are clear, even if the challenges are hard. A game isn't an escape from life, it's a compressed version of it. How do you think? How would you define a game based entertainment, Gabriel?
Well, uh, game is in entertainment. Well, game is today. I think one of the most promises ways to get business. So everywhere you have that. So it's also culture. So you have culture, you have the gaming culture, and and I think it's a big community. Uh, well, the complex question,
Yeah,
but yeah, it's
absolutely.
a big word. It's a big word.
Okay, I can ask you a more easy question. Do you think games are closer to art, sport, or psychology?
To art,
To art?
do you mean if games are?
No,
Similar to art?
do you think games are closer to art, sport, or physiology?
Hmm.
How do you think?
Art to sport. Well, game today, you need to have performance as any other sport.
Sorry,
So
sorry, something with your picture, because sometimes it's frozen.
yeah, my webcam is shit.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
hear your voice without no problem, but your picture is just stopping me.
yeah, it's my camera, bro. It's just the camera.
Okay,
It's
okay.
the shit camera.
So sorry,
I have to change it.
let's say sorry to our listeners and viewers, but
Okay.
listeners
Yeah.
can listen this without no problem. Only viewers sorry for this.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry for my camera. I have to change it soon.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, hey, it was cheap, so I have no short of money, and I have to take this one. Well, but as I was talking, game is a sport of high performance. At least the game I play, Counter Strike. So you have a huge performance. You have to have you need to have a huge performance, and well, you need preparation as any other sport. So I think it's both physiological and you have to your mindset, your body. You have to
Interesting,
take
because
that in count.
for example, games is something like um, it's like art with strange feelings like powerful life. I mean, like for example, if you know GTA series,
Yeah,
it's something like you just live there. You have your personal house, you have personal transport, you have a job. You have a
yeah,
business sometimes, yeah, because you can just deliver pizza, or you can just make a crime, or maybe you just can travel around, or maybe go to race with your car, and every time earn money. So it's like real life. And if people just left from server, I mean, like, there is a lot of NPC in this world, and when real people just left from server, you feel yourself like you alone. Yeah, because there is a lot of NPC. It's something like, oh, the picture is alive, but when people, real people, just go out, and it looks like unreal world. When people return, and for example, in your GTA session, for example, I don't know, 100 or 200 people, it sounds like and looks like, wow, you're like in the real world. You can friend with them, you can fight with them, you can kill them, you can sorry, yeah, you can go
sometimes
and
the
walk with them,
option.
yeah. And it's real, like something like real life. When you go, for example, in Battlefield, or maybe CS:GO, yeah, Counter Strike. It's also like, mm, you see a lot of different gamers, and it looks like real game. I mean, like, uh, for me, like in conclusion, yeah, for me, if in your favorite game, more than one gamers more, real gamers, not NPC. So it's already something like something more higher than typical art, and something like life. Yeah, and you leave this with them, because you can play with your friends, for example, long time in Counter Strike, and after 10 years, when you already have children and can return, or maybe you return this game sometimes. You just drink beer or coffee with your friends. You say, "Oh, you remember this level when we tried to keep this point 10 years ago? Oh, Gabriel, you're really like Superman. You catch them, and we won only with you. Thank you, Gabriel." You say, "Yeah, I remember how you do this. It was very nice. Oh my god." Yeah, and therefore it's something live for me. So, what about modern games? I mean, like, why modern games became worlds, not just games? Why do you think games shift toward open worlds? And can a game feel like home for everybody?
Hmm. Yeah. Well, we have different scenarios when we talk about esports and games. So some games you have in the esports scene in this scenario, like FPS, first person shooter, or like MOBAs, like it's like Dota. It's a kind of competitive game. So this kind of games, I think, is taken more seriously in the how can I say, well, in the competitive environment. In
Mm-hmm.
the competitive environment, when you talk about tournaments, you have these competitive games like the esports. About Grand Theft Auto, the GTA, it's a, well, from my perspective as a player of GTA, I love that game, and I play a long time role play that you try simulate the real life.
By the
It's not a
way,
real. Hmm.
sorry for this additional information. I noticed this thing that when you return to GTA 5, only GTA 5. I don't know. Some people say about San Andreas and other parts same, but for me it's GTA 5 and GTA Online. Sorry, and also RDR 2 online. Yeah, when you return and see again the streets, this place, you just feel something warm inside. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
only in these
true.
games, only in these two games. I don't know why, but it's something like you grow up in, for example, in one city, but after this you just move to another city, and after 5 years you return to your friends in this place again, in this city. You just feel inside, just wow, so nice place, wow, I know the streets. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's very
yeah.
fun, it's very
You,
great.
you feel like you know that place personally, right? I know this place. I want to go there. Yeah, GTA creates that feeling. At least, well, I'm not playing anymore, but created that feeling. But well, I see the game more as a business today. Game becomes a real good business in every aspect of gaming. So sometimes you have to pay the game and pay in game to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
your things there. So that's something that sucks to me. I really don't like that.
In another side, it looks like a normal situation. I mean, like when they only realize this game, they like with you, like with child. Look this world. Look, you can do this. You can do this free. You can go there and there. Be ready to explore this world. And right now, after more than 10 years, they say you, man, you already grow up. Your money, man. They just no. It just think about really more deeper. It looks like they just grow. so many uh, men and women. It's really so. Therefore, it's something like if you rise in these games, so uh, you need to grow up, and they just make more monetize things inside, more quests, more challenges, and you need to earn money and pay for this. Recently, not so long time ago, I decided to return to GTA 5 online, and I saw this thing. In other series, they may more higher prices for everything, but they low down prices for any job things or many other challenges or quests, and they add in this game uh, very rich penthouse for $13 million. Man, this is like big shit. I don't know why, how many years I need to collect and keep money and own them to buy this penthouse, and it's only for penthouse. After this, you need to customize this. It's more
Y-
than 20 millions without subscription, without donates. Right now, it's really like you need to copy, you need to not copy, you need to keep money all years, man. If you want to play this game, please keep money.
well, yeah, I said, it's like I I'm not thinking about gaming anymore. Well, one time I thought like that, but today I don't think in gaming like oh, it's a pure thing. No, no, they want money. They will do everything to keep you logging and wasting your time and playing for fun, whatever. But they want you there. So this type of game have much of that, but it's it's difficult. My main, uh, yeah, I don't know if I can say that, but the game that I play, the only one I play, Counter Strike. Uh, I play for competitive. I like to play some small tournaments. I don't play professionally, but I play some small tournaments in Brazil. And well, sometimes I like to cast too. But the point is, uh, I like to spend my time with the game in that way. Some people like to just, oh, I just to chill and play some one match. Well, I will play some match, some rounds, and leave. So people play different. People play different. The same game. In that is nice because you have people that I try hard in, and others that I giving shit to in the same match. Like you try and give your best, and sometimes your teammate is giving a shit. So
It's interesting
it's a
when
game
people
experience.
say we need to district games for young generations. They don't need to play games, computer games and smartphone games. So we need to protect them. So how do you think about this situation? I mean, like, as for me, sometimes it's okay. Because when you just meet your child with a computer game first time, first of all, it's not like, okay, from now on, you need to run from reality, from your real friends, and be only an online. No, but it's something new, and also, um, man, how how many years you need to keep your money from job to explore the world, and how many years you need to keep money to buy any game, for example about Japan, and play this game and see the beautiful nature. Not so much. Therefore,
Well,
I think it's something like school. It's something where they teach you something, but in the game you also can learn some things.
Sure, sure. I really appreciate that, and I would like the government invest more with the kids, with the youngs, the development of software engineering or game developing. I would like to see that more because you can teach those young persons that hey, you can do more than just game. You can do the game, you know. So I would like to see that, and sometimes, and in somewhere, not somewhere, yeah, it's not everywhere. So you say some, there are somewhere, maybe, how can I say that, as a Brazilian we have a lot of problems, social problems. So sometimes, yeah, I would prefer my kid playing some video game instead of be on the streets. But but there is a really toxic environment in the online, so we need to pay attention on it.
Yeah, you just said very interesting thing about security. It's very interesting that some years ago, without so modern system of computers, of games around the world, people just go and walk around streets, around the city, any city, with their friends and run. But right now, if you say, okay, my boy, you from now on you don't play any computer game. Go walk with your friends, all the friends. I know, no, I don't want to go with you. I have computer, and right now I want to play uh, PUBG with my bestie. Go alone, and your son will go walk alone around city by himself. What the fuck? No, it's so not only sad, but it's also very stupid. For me, like parent, for example, yeah, in this situation, more understandable and more something like when I don't worry about my son, if he just sitting here and play computers, and I don't know what happened with him outside. Yeah, because he'll. I know, and it's absolutely 100% that he'll walk alone around the city, and I'll say, no, 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 please stay here. Or you can read books and study, or you play computer and do something. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. A book, that's really important. A book, and I have uh, a young child at home, 14 years old. So I know how he is with his friends. He likes the football or soccer. He loves play with his friends in the streets. I know my kid, but I know that in the streets have a lot of bad things available to him. So it's something like that. You have to take care of your kid, of your house, because this kind of situation get into your house. So you have to know who is he playing with, how they are talking. Sometimes you can see the talks. So that's not good. I really don't like it, and I always say, hey, stop it. Get out of this computer. Go read. Go study something. And now I don't want. I don't want. No, you should go there. Uh, uh but in other words, you you always have we always have that, and I think we will not change it at all. I don't know.
Yeah. And games used to fit into life. Now life something sometimes sometimes fits around games. Open worlds, live services, endless updates, and games no longer end, they only continue, most of them. Yeah, and let's say something important about us. We don't just want challenge anymore. We want places. Spaces where time passes differently, where we can exist without explaining ourselves, where we understand everything and what we want to do and what we need to do. It's like roadmap. If we know our plan, it's okay. When you don't agree what will happen tomorrow, you'll choose GTA. Yeah,
Oh,
and
that's true.
sometimes I wonder, playing games or just something like we rehearing alternative versions of life. Yeah, it's something like this always. And more interesting, games as emotional training grounds. As we know, games teach us things we rarely talk about: patience, failure without shame, trying again after losing everything. Again, GTA, or Counter
Sure,
Strike, for example, in the session.
sure.
In real life, failure feels personal, embarrassing, permanent. Games quietly retrain our relationship with lose. They teach us that losing doesn't mean you are bad, it means you're learning. It's powerful and also dangerous if misunderstood. Yeah, and do
Hmm.
games make us more resilient? How do you think? And can games teach emotional skills real life doesn't?
Yeah, good point. And I think so. When you said about sometimes we make mistakes in our real lives and then we can change it in the games, is exactly the point. Let's use a situation for example with me. When I get pissed and I get angry, mad, or sad, whatever, when I'm not feeling good with something in my real life, most of the time I choose play a game. Why you choose play a game when you are sad, whatever? Are you depressive? No, it's because sometimes I only want to do what I willing to want to do. I just want to do the things on my way, forget some bad things. So use it to make your choices. And if you fail, there's no problem. You can restart. So yeah, you have more resilience. You know that if you fail, you can try once more. So yeah, that's it. I think it's a good point that for me, when I'm stressed about my work or family, whatever, money, it's not the only thing that I choose, but most of time, okay, let me play one match. Let me just relax, shoot something, and oh, forget that. That's at least for 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it I think we have this parallel universe, and I think the destiny, it's each year grows and develop more this the virtual reality, like
Uh,
we saw in the Second Life. Do you remember the game, the old game Second Life? You could create your character, you could create your own company, your real company in the game. So yeah, I like that. I like that.
Also interesting, the thing that some years ago, I had a friend who always played different games, and no, two friends. So one of them was so no, two both, all of them was so great in these games that they just trained their reaction, like fast reaction, so great that in the real life, when something happened, for example, the stupid guys who really like to, for example, um, send, I don't know, a ball to a person who doesn't know what happened around or something like this, or snowball. Yeah, and they always turn around very fast. Like they just send this ball and they, ooh, I say, wow, it was so fast,
Yeah.
unbelievable. What happened right now? And they say, I play these games, and I remember that when they just call me to watch how they play any games, it was very cool because, for example, like Counter Strike or this type of games like, or Overwatch or I don't know, Battlefield, Call of
God.
Duty, where you need to always have a nice ping, yeah, for your more fast reaction, and therefore we need to always see it, and they always win every match. Yeah, it's just wow. So
Yeah,
in this case, I
the
think
flag.
that games can teach some skills, real skills that you can use everywhere. And also, games always like these games, yeah, always can teach to think more faster. When you need to just
Hmm.
process any task inside your brain very fast to decide any problem. And after this, when you go to university or somewhere, they say, okay, guys, next test of this subject in 10 minutes. This guy decides this problem. He opened very fast. Okay, I need this. And he knows always how, in what case and in which way he can find right things in text to decide and pass this exam and this test. Yeah, it's all very helpful, I think. Very helpful.
Nice.
Also,
Uh,
like for example, civilization or something like casual games with a strategy, when you need to think always how you need to use your resources to make next step. It's very interesting. Yeah.
strategy. Yeah. And when talking about Counter Strike, it's I think the game I have more understanding. Uh, Talking about that, in game, you need those control. Let's say like that. You need control that. What I'm talking about your movement, your aim, so your time to respond to the situations. Sometimes in the competitive games, you do not have much more than milliseconds to think about your reaction in those situations. So sometimes in 3 seconds, if you stop to think what I'm gonna do, boom, you take a shot. So you have to think faster. And the most important is, you don't need to be born with those skills. You have to practice, train, repeat the movement, understand what is the necessary movement, and repeat them. You can play, you can watch demos from other players, from pro players. You can see how they play and try imitate, try do the same. Uh, yeah, something like that. You need to train in the response. Yeah, you have to be quickly, like your friend. Like you have to be quickly. So when you saw pro matches, it's very common. You see the pro players. How can I say in the warm up? with the reflex, like with a tennis ball. They with the tennis ball,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
tennis ball, you they use it like dropping in the floor to try warm up the reflex, bringing playing with something. I think that activate the brain to work better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that. And you talk about soccer, the football. I think
Mm-hmm.
Counter Strike it's like football because every round it's like a half time. You have your teammates and you have to know what to do. So you have the ball, you know who you gonna play with, your teammate, and what play you gonna do. So Counter Strike is almost the same. You have your teammates, you have your play, your teammates have their plays, so everyone have their own position. So you have to play together to to score one. So I love the Counter Strike because I love football and I feel the same emotion, the same adrenaline when I'm playing both. Like you want to win, you want to win, you want that goal. If you not make a goal, you're gonna lose. So yeah, I love that environment, that feeling.
Yeah, me too, because it's always like something magical in this case. And also very interesting graphics, realism, and the race toward perfection. Like, um, as I told you before, this type of games like very real games. For example, you can remind Matrix. Do you remember this game on PS5?
I think I played like a long time ago.
No, no,
Long
no.
time.
It's not like full game. It's like demo. To see where is Unreal Engine 5. Where is this? Yeah,
No.
and there is very realistic graphics. Also, there is some car crash very easy and
Mm,
building crash very easy and stuff like this. So big realism. At some point, games stopped trying to look like games. They started trying to look like reality. Just look at this, like mm, um, for example, where wind meets. Do you know this new game from China?
qual?
Where
Which?
wind meets.
I think I saw yesterday this game
Yeah.
on Steam.
Also,
I saw yesterday.
yes, yes.
I like it. It's MMORPG. RPG,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes, yes.
I
Also,
think
for
I like it. What I
example,
see.
the shadow of Kojima. Oh no,
Yeah.
sorry, not Kojima, Tsushima. Yeah, the shadow
Yeah.
of Tsushima about Japan. Red Dead Redemption 2 with very nice graphics,
Hmm.
very nice
Yeah.
realism, and there is like you can see some little things, very little of every animal. It's very
A
interesting.
flea.
Yeah,
A flea.
so
A
so
mosquito.
detailized. Yeah, always. And skin pores, real lighting, ray tracking, for example, faces that almost feel uncomfortable in their realism, and yet the more realistic games become, the more we notice how unreal real life sometimes feels. I find I find it fascinating that we chase realism in games while escaping reality through them. Maybe graphics are not about realism, maybe they're about immersion, about forgetting where you are. So, how do you think? Do better graphics make better games or not? For example, as you know, also, Counter Strike, your favorite game, not so great in graphics. If
Yeah.
just talk about, yeah, it's more like cartoon, uh, 3D cartoon, yeah, a 3D movie. and people liked it. They play this game also without any problem. And the same case, when people see Shadow of Tsushima, they say, "I want it. I want to play this more." And uh, over this, they return to Counter Strike after Shadow of Tsushima again, because for them, not so important graphics. For them, more important process. Yeah. So how do you think?
Well, I get into two opinions in
Aha.
this situation
Okay.
because well, Counter Strike was always a popular game because it's easier to play. Okay, it's a friendly game. So you just go enter in the server, shot your enemies, kill them, and yeah, you won or you lose, and you start again. You find friends there, but the, in the other side, I think the graphics they bring more than just content, like fun. They bring more than just okay. We have a brand new game, and it's like reality. It's like a virtual reality. But here comes the for me, my opinion is the badass situation. You have to change all your setup sometimes. You have to upgrade your setup, do this graphic development. So they make new games, and barely you have to have a new computer. I play computer. I play in computer Counter Strike. So sometimes in a
you just you
PlayStation or
just
Xbox, you
you
don't
just
need it.
say it like somebody playing on smartphone on Counter Strike.
Well, we used to have a Counter Strike in Xbox and PlayStation years ago.
Really?
But yeah, yeah, I play a lot Counter Strike in my PlayStation 3.
How?
They use
It's so un-
online, but
it's
they ended the server a
uncomfortable.
long
It's
time.
uncomfortable. On your
Well,
joystick, you're just trying to
yeah, it's difficult.
strike. Oh my guys, what
It's
is
difficult.
this?
But why I have to do that? And you make me get back some years with that commentary. Why? Until 2011, 2012, we all played Counter Strike 1.6, and was a light game. You could run in almost every computer. So you could play in a shit computer, and you have fun
Because
there.
it was pixel game.
Yeah, but was easy and fun to do. And then they launched Counter Strike Go. Uh, was not the Counter Strike that was launched, but gamer, the gamer. How can I say the gamer tag? You know. Now after that, everything was gamer. So you do not use your normal computer anymore to play. You need a gamer computer.
Yeah, yeah.
So everything becomes with that.
I
And
always think about it, and also I noticed that when they update Counter Strike Go, and right now it's a second, right? They
yeah,
named like second. So I just noticed that my computer already can work with this game,
yeah, yeah,
because they I don't know for what, because Counter Strike Go was normal in graphic, and it was okay, but they decided to make more better quality of this graphics, and after this, it not every computer can use this. They say you buy a new computer, buy new
exactly.
internet provider, an internet plan, because you need to have a nice ping in your game. So be ready,
Yeah,
buddy.
it's not. I don't think it's fair. For me, it's
Yeah.
not fair because well, maybe you can upgrade your machine, Maybe I can, but sometimes we have a good player with a huge potential to become a star, but he have no money, who never played this game. So you can see professional players talking about it with Counter Strike 2. My computer before with the Counter Strike Go, I could reach like 1,000 FPS. With Counter Strike 2, hmm, I don't get it even closer. Like
Thousand.
yeah, well in Counter Strike, you how can I say that? How more FPS you get, better. The game will be more fluid. The game will be
Just
more fluid.
imagine. Just imagine. 1,100. Uh,
Yeah. Today I play with like it.
you just like flash. As a
No, yeah,
crazy.
but the game when you have low FPS, you can lose a pixel. You can miss your shot because who have more FPS have it's
Yeah.
like you see the person seeing jumping. So you have a lot of FPS, you can see the thing going smoothly. But the point is that they changed the game. They said they get we have a new game. It's better than the other. But well, the popular opinion, I don't think if they prefer that because you can see many people talking about we want back the how can I say the performance the other games have because we could run in a cheaper computer with high performance and you update the game you tell us that it's better but it's better in run in my computer how you say that something like that yeah so to me what is the main point it's not all about the game developed nor the performance they made to get the game better but it's the partnership. They have partners now, the hardware partners. So they want a game running with specific hardware. So man, you need those hardware to play this game. It's better.
Man, where do you think this visual evolution will stop?
Well, to be honest, I
Yeah.
don't see stopping in the next 15 years. I don't see that changing.
I,
You'll see that in games. Our real life is like that. We cannot change it right now. Our our next generation will improve it more and more. So
I
yeah,
think it could be like you will just load inside your brain any game, and in one click you can go inside of game, any worlds, and you just like this, like, oh my god, and inside you just run everywhere. Maybe it will finish like I'm very recommend you just watch a movie like Endless, new movie from Hollywood. And there is very interesting thing like after death, main heroes just go to a big hotel before they go to Atlas, and they will need to choose their own Atlas. And like for example, one guy can choose I don't know, Switzerland, and all their endless after death life live next to mountains with free food, with a free house, and be there uh, so so unstable life after death. Yeah, and another guy can go to for example to the evil, can go to for example to the beach and just lie under sun all their endless life after death. Yeah, and another one can go to the game or somewhere different worlds. So I think it could be like this in the future when you just I don't know, in one moment of your life, you just say, I want to migrate to another, not country, not the USA, not Russia, not Australia. No, you say, I would go to Counter Strike world. And you just go there. You don't go to Paris.
Yeah,
You
makes
go
sense.
somewhere. Just
Makes
amazing.
sense. And talking about it, what I'm afraid of it, I always think about it. It's like people getting bored about it. Those fasting, so you can think and get it, and how much the brand will support that. Like how much our brand will maintain those these things, because you can see the kids, the childrens nowadays, they are already, we can see this reflection in the kids today, because I think you and me, we play it like most of our teenage young like kids without a video game, maybe with our bicycle, playing with our friends on the streets. We have to wait our time. We know that we have to wait, but today we are losing that. The kids of today are losing that, the sense of time, that they have to wait to something. And well, I'm afraid of that. Like we have everything faster, faster and faster and faster. And man, I don't know. In some years, people will get bored. And how they will respond to that, I don't know. I'm afraid of that. I don't know.
Interesting, interesting. Uh, what about what about games and identity? Who are we when we play? In games, we choose who we are always: a warrior, a builder, a healer, a chaotic troublemaker. For example, when you go shotgun and go around your city, I don't know, every
Hmm.
time you can choose anything, yeah. And sometimes we choose who we want to be: Superman, maybe a killer, or maybe racer, maybe a helicopter driver, different things. Or maybe you want to be like a horse driver, I don't know. And sometimes who were a friend to be in real life. Yeah, because you always, for example, dream to be a teacher, but you can't because you're already programmer, or maybe you're a doctor. And in a game, you go to via chat, for example, and teach people your knowledge. Yeah, it's fun. And games allow experimentation without consequences. They let us try identities on like clothes, and that's beautiful but also revealing, because the characters we choose so often says more about us than we are ready to admit. So, how do you think? Uh, do players express their true selves in games? And can games help us understand who we are?
Truly, truly, I agree with you. Totally right. I never think about it. And to be honest, it's like that. You, I think you become like a character when you are playing. You know that it's you that are playing, but you can be your different size, the fantasy. You can be the Mika you want. I can be the Gabriel I want. So we can almost change our personality, our way to think. Sometimes you can make jokes that will not do in real life. And yeah, to be honest, it's like that. I feel that when I enter in the server, I'm another. I feel like I'm another Gabriel. I I I am Gabriel. I know that it's me that I'm playing, but I try be different not just to win, but to convince the others that I'm here. We can do that. Oh, we gonna win. We gonna win. So I don't know. You change. You change your behavior sometimes. It's like a fantasy. It's like you role play. Like you said, sometimes you shows your feelings. You show your thoughts in that you, I don't know, you are not allowed or that you're not used it to in the video games with the others. You show yourself. Sometimes you can be a man in real life, but in the role play you choose be a girl. Well, some people do that. It's not a problem. So it's a good point. It's a good thing. People can be what they want to be. Not making bad. I think it's good. If you choose be something that's not bad to the other one, well, go ahead. Be happy. I think the virtual life is for that, to have fun. We I said to my friends, "Hey man, I'm here for fun, but I don't like to lose having fun.
Yeah, yeah,
So we have to win this shit."
yeah. It's very so interesting this topic.
Yeah.
Uh, so we have two topics more before we finish this episode. Let's talk about when games help and when they start to hurt. It's very harmful topic for every gamers. Games help us rest, but they can also help us hide. For example, you know, there's griefers in Minecraft or any other games, and they just help us cope, but they can also help us avoid the same systems that teach persistence can quietly trap us in endless loops. Daily quests, rewards, streaks, progress without pause. Sometimes I wonder, are we playing games or are games playing us? The difference is subtle and deeply personal. So, therefore, I have a question. How do we recognize unhealthy gaming?
Help
Yeah, I see
game.
your face.
Help game. Well, I think I know. Uh I was playing a game with my friends, and I say to them, sometimes I say to the people, man, I love Counter Strike, but sometimes I get really angry playing because the the game, it brings to you that feeling that you have to win. You have to win no matter what. You need to kill the enemy and you have to win. If you lose, you don't earn nothing. So why you gonna lose? Why you want to lose? Thinking about it, I was playing a game with my friends. I think 1 or 2 months ago, and we are really playing, having fun, and sometimes we lose it, but we still laughing. And I said to them, "Hey, man, it's a real good game to how can I say, to get fun, because we are playing, smiling. Even if we are losing, we are smiling and having fun. It's not like Counter Strike. Man, I love Counter Strike, but I when I get into the server, it's like getting in the field, like a soccer player getting in the field. Like, come on, man, don't don't come to me. I will make it. I will score. I will win. So I think the game brings that. You have to filter that feeling. Some people like to the competitive, others RPG. So when the game starts to bring that feeling that
Mm-hmm.
you need something, you have to win. Well, some people do good with that. I like to in that environment. But you get angry, you get mad. So stay in a game that you are enjoying, smiling, playing, whatever, losing and smiling. Well, for sure, that's a good game. You have to play.
Yeah, yeah.
Valorant. Valorant. Do
But
you know Valorant?
what?
Valorant.
I
It's a first person shooter. Like it's not like Counter Strike, but have different things there.
Valorant. We
Yeah,
know exactly.
Valorant.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know, I know.
yeah. And I said to my friends, man, this is a first person shooter that we can have fun in the
I remember
competitive.
that my best friend just called me in this game, and I die every time. And
Well, it's difficult. Have good people there.
we played maybe 10 rounds, and I just say them, sorry guys, I left. This game not for me. Cause not because I always must win or something like this, but it's not so fun when you lose every time and you can move somewhere. Cause I remember
Oh
I
yeah.
only spawned, tried to move and kill me somebody. I just what?
Sure, sure.
Always, and it was
Well,
every spawn, every spawn. I say, I
and
want,
maybe
I came here to walk, to run, for dopamine. I came for energy, for fun, with my friends, and all my friends just fun, but me just crying.
I know, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
and
not
therefore
good.
this
That's
type
not
of
good.
games, no, I always just say sorry, guys. I go
Yeah,
in
yeah,
GTA,
that's
for
true.
example. In GTA, if you have, if you don't have a Presser MK2, you can you can have not so much chance with fighting with some guys around, but you can win, you can lose, and it's something like
Keep it going.
no, it's energy, and you just keep this dopamine, and you just like shock. You understand? Oh, let's run from him, and you just rise in your great car, fast car, around all the Los Santos and around all the map from this guy with a big gun on his, for example, rocket car or maybe tank, and it's so big feelings, and you just yeah, you already forget about missions, about quests, about challenges. You just
True.
run from him around all the map, and you happy. And after
Yeah.
this, he kill you, and you just respawn, and you just set turn to new server, and you happy. You
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
cry. This
No,
is a good life.
GTA have a different. How can I say a different aura, right? It's a
Yeah,
totally different game. I
and
love that
and
game. I play it
also
since the first
also
one.
yeah, also GTA has so much sceneries, so much scripts. You can control your personal life
Mhm.
inside.
Yeah,
Therefore, it's a phenomenon, big phenomenon. It's not like, for
sure.
example, I thought that, for example, Redemption 2, it's same online, Redemption, but no, it's not same. There is more boring. If you understand this game, if you like this setting, like Western, old Western, and you really like quests, yeah, maybe. But for example, in GTA 5 online, you can be free and you can earn money, you can just drive around, you can go somewhere. In RDO, you'll think,
You are limited to that age, like that.
firstly, this, secondly, in RTO, not so much people. I mean, like they don't have same online like GTA online.
Mm,
It's not so much person places, not so much gamers, and also this game more expensive than GTA.
mhm. Yeah,
Therefore, yeah,
they are expensive.
they just filter them always.
I played role play on Red Dead Redemption. I played the role play like months ago, but as you
Royal
said, it's like
play?
something
Yes, I
boring.
tried,
Role
but I
play.
don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, in the Red Dead Redemption, I didn't like it, but on GTA, I played a lot role play for like 2 years straight, like playing role play in GTA 6, and I made a lot of friends there. We play until now. We play like Counter
I don't
Strike. We
know
play other games.
how you can play this, because every time when I tried to play Royal Play on GTA 5 online, it was not so great experience, because first of all, you need to earn money every time, more than in GTA 5 online, more and more, and you start from if there you can just do couple missions and complete them, and after this you can already buy a very low cost car in the market. So in role play you can buy only scooter. What the
Yeah,
fuck,
I
you
will
know?
teach you the key to play role play. You don't need to make the role play. The fun is the anti role play.
Ah, got
The
it, got
fun
it.
is there. The fun is there. When I get in the server with my friends, I we said, okay, guys, we are together, like 4 or 5 guys. Let's go play role play. Okay, let's get in a city and make a mess there. Let's go
No,
turn turn
if
that over.
this server of your friends, they can give you so much money inside without any
Oh,
problem. Yeah.
you need time to grow up in the role play. It's like a role play. They try simulate so you can find jobs, you can steal other players. So
But
I like role play
mostly
because
for what I don't like roleplay, because they rise NPC, and if nobody joins the server, there is just no one person around, and you just alone on the server. For this, I don't like. If there is could be so much persons online and also NPC, it could be more funny. I think so, because
uh,
in roleplay, always the city looks unlive always.
yeah, I love Counter Strike in the story mode and the online. I like both, but I think the difference
One
between
second, where is the Counter Strike story mode? Where is this?
no, the GTA, sorry, the
Ah,
GTA story mode.
GTA. Okay,
Sorry.
okay.
Uh, sorry. I like GTA the story and the online both, but the role play brings you. How can I say? Like you said, it's like a virtual life. You play different GTA in the role play. You play different. So yeah, I think that's the point. You meet people there.
For me, GTA Online, it's something like VR chat, but
Yeah,
it it doesn't work like this. Because people don't want to use voice chat. They go to VR chat without any problem again and again. So, the last topic of this episode. Oh no, sorry, we have. 1 second, let me check. Uh, yeah, yeah. The last topic of this episode, games as cultural memory. Oh, yeah. Some games stay with us forever. Not because of mechanics, for example, but because of moments. A soundtrack, a dialogue, a line, for example, a choice we still think about years later. Games store emotional memory. They become time capsules of who we were when we first played them. So, how do you think? Which games feel timeless to you, personally to you? And what makes a game unforgettable?
You you leave the best for the last. You That's the best question. And well, I always loved to play since real young. I think after I have my first memories playing video games. Like in my first ages, I have a video game with Sonic, and I played that like an animal. I repeated the map like 100 times a day, and I love it that. And I grew up and received a PlayStation 1, after that a PlayStation 2, 3, but the Counter Strike, I think, was the more markable. Why? When I think I was like in 8, 9 years old, in middle 99 and almost 2000s, I have a friends in the streets. We used to play soccer on the streets. We used to stay all day long in the streets playing. And the guys were kind of like older than me, 2, 3, 4 years older than me. And I remember exactly like yesterday, I remember the guy saying, "Hey man, there is a game and we are playing, and you want to come play with us in the LAN house? Ask your mom. Let's go there with us." I think I was like 8, 9 years old. I don't have even 10 years old. And that was the first time I went in a LAN house and played Counter Strike. And for me, see like 10, 12 boys in the same room playing together that game, shooting at each other,
Yeah.
screaming, screaming in the room, like, "Hey, new boy!" It's okay. And I said, "Man, I love this game. I love this game." And then I, I, this is one of the memories that is more remarkable for me. The first time I played Counter Strike, I can remember that. And the years passed through, and I get a computer, but it was a shit computer. I even doesn't that did not run Counter Strike 1.5, 1.5 before the 1.6. So didn't run. So I needed to pay the LAN house every time I would like to play. So just when my parents give me money to do that. So I always loved that game, and I think the way we have to play with the game bring more passion into it, because you want it. I gotta go there to play. I can't play at home. So so they changed it to 1.6. I saw that change. I think I love the game because I saw the all changes. I played Half-Life before 1.5 with my friends. He had a good computer at home, so I went there many times to play with him. Then I saw the born of Counter Strike point 5. Then I saw the change in the update to 1.6. I saw the people talking like we see today. "Oh, I prefer CS:GO than CS2. I don't want to play CS2. I prefer stay in the CS:GO." So we had that conversation in the 20s, in the 2000s, and then after we'll reach now the PlayStation 3 and Counter Strike Search in Counter Strike Go. I had that, and I bought a computer. I played like until 2011, the 1.6.
Mhm.
But after that, when they launched CS:GO, the things get like the triple the price they were used to have. So I said, okay, that's not for me anymore. I don't have money to maintain that. My father will not give me a computer. My mom, no. So yeah, I think I needed now a PlayStation 3.
Mhm.
I knew it that had Counter Strike Go, and I played something in 2013 when when I bought my PlayStation 3 with GTA 5, and I play it like, man, more than 5 years straight. Like I finished that game 1,000 times, And then I said, yeah, that's a good game. But in 2018, I come to my dad's home. I was not thinking about PC at all, just working with my video game. I forget it about Counter Strike. And then after these years, I went to my father and he had a computer there. And I said, oh, let's install the 1.6 again. Let's play Counter Strike again on the computer. And I installed it. And then my friend told me, hey, you do not install the Counter Strike Go, the CSGO? I said, no, just 1.6. I don't know this Go. And he said, man, you should try. And I installed it. But man, I installed it. I was running like with 10 to 20 FPS. Like the character was like my webcam freezing,
Yeah.
like my webcam freezing. And I said, come on, that's impossible. And then in 1 year or less than 1 year, I bought a new computer to play Counter Strike Go. And here I am. Here I am. I decided built my computer exactly to play Counter Strike.
Nice. So, in one phrase, what makes a game unforgettable?
Ah, man. Counter Strike bring me a lot of memories, but also I don't know if I can say make who I am, but I know Counter Strike makes my life different for sure.
Okay. Because as for me, if answering the question like which games feel timeless for me, um, I think GTA. Why? I can explain because first of all, when I saw the game trailer and the first reviews in internet and YouTube, I just wow. And normal computer like laptop, I just got only in 16 probably. Yeah, and yeah, I played some games before, but it wasn't like Dota or something like hard game. No, it was more easy games. But after 16, yes, I first time with my classmates in school, I just uh, I just download the game, and already in 6 months this game was free on the market. Yeah, and after this is again painful. Yeah, and I remember how we met with them every not every day but very often in this game, and we do some things. Mostly we just drive around the world of GTA 5 and sometimes do some missions. We collect cars, we customize this, and all of this, and it was nice time, yeah. But now when I just log in this game without my friends, because all of them, somebody lost interest to this game, somebody just lost computer and opportunities to play any games. Somebody just stop to play any games. Somebody do doesn't more wherever he wants or she. And right now I'm alone, and for me it's like nostalgia when I
Yeah,
when I walk around alone without my friends in any session of GTA 5 online, it looks like, oh, everything erased, everything empty, and I just alone drive around the city, and all time I just remind how it was nice time with my friends when I came with them. And if answer for what makes a game unforgettable, I think um, transformation with years. When you play so long time and you Just understand that it's your favorite game, and this game can create memories. Therefore, I think memories
Yeah,
and
sure,
exciting,
sure.
exciting content. Yeah. So at this
Yeah,
point,
sure.
we're finishing this episode. What we can say? Games are not distractions from life, they are responses to it. They give us rules when life feels chaotic, they give us freedom when life feels tight, when they give us meaning when progress feels invisible. But like all powerful tools, they ask for awareness. Not less games, but more consequences while playing. And what I want to say, thank you, Gabriel Bose, for
Thank
exploring
you.
this digital, emotional,
Thank you.
philosophical playground with me. And thank you, guys, and our viewers or listeners, to everyone for listening.
Thank you, everybody.
May your games challenge you, not consume you. May they inspire you, not replace you. And may you always remember, we don't play games to escape life. We play them to understand it a little better. Nice.
Sure.
So you listen to live podcast Kazi Kalis exclusively on the international student platform a-a.uk. Goodbye.